right. We got a very special episode today.
Hello.
It's Saturday, May 15th.
And we have me, my sister, and my baby sister here.
You bet. And who else? Who else is here?
Mommy.
Mommy?
And
Daddy?
Daddy, mommy.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah, we're here at Manila Resto. I just thought of this before when we got here. We can call this the Ambas Five.
The
Ambas Five.
The Ambas Five. It's time to get caught up with the Ambas Five.
There we go.
Right? Yeah.
Hoping that Marie will just
We're no longer the Ambas Four.
correct.
No,
We're the five.
we gained one other person in
We're
our
hoping
family here,
to.
right?
We're no longer the Ambas 3. We're no longer the Ambas 4. Now we're the Ambas 5.
Yes.
Yep. Well, happy Saturday, everyone, and happy
done.
graduation day
We're not
for
done.
everybody that is graduating here at UW Oshkosh. I think I saw a couple parties that were coming in today to celebrate with us, which is very cool to see. And as Patricia and I were both alumni of UW Oshkosh,
And
right?
not the two mommy and daddy anymore.
Yeah. Okay,
All
bud.
right. All right.
For those of you interested, what we graduated with, I was a recording technology, so that was a music major. I also ended up taking some business classes too, and I have a business minor from UW Oshkosh. And Patricia was a Spanish major, communications major, also.
Spanish. Clearly, they're majoring in a different language. Reginald, can I have a turn, please? Okay. So yeah, I graduated from UW Oshkosh with a major in secondary education, so like the middle school, high school levels, with Spanish as a world language, and then ESL is K through 12, and so that's English as a second language, bilingual education as well, and then I also have a speech communications degree. So
It's a lot of degrees.
it was a lot of schooling. That was like 5.5 years.
Yeah. But that's a lot of stuff that all kind of work together at the same time, right?
Yeah, a lot of it coincides. Like the ESL and bilingual are almost, I think the bilingual degree is just 2 extra classes outside of the ESL. So it really worked out well. It complemented each other. And with my teaching position at the last 13 years, like I used all of those degrees, simultaneously. It felt like at times when you have speech communication that's relevant in all areas, and then used the Spanish, used bilingual, and then of course was the English learner teacher. So yeah, and then look at you putting your recording skills degree to work here.
That's another one of those things that kind of is something I really appreciate, having just because of the business that we're in now.
Yeah.
And how the shift in like marketing and just getting the word out and stuff has become, and not to mention like having all these things to play around with on my end is a lot of fun. And the kids really enjoy it too, right? You like being a part of this podcast?
Yes.
Yeah? No?
One part that I don't like is
Oh, you have to speak into the microphone, remember?
The microphone is way far away from you. Oh, you gotta tell the microphone.
I want to tell Daddy one.
You gotta tell the whole.
Yep, that's how it works, bud.
Reg, can you leave the microphone alone, please?
It's okay. All right. Well, moving on. Congratulations to everyone that's graduating this weekend. Quite the accomplishment, and welcome to the Titan Alumni Family. I went to the Butamore golf course the other day with my buddy Joe, and I met the person that would, I don't know what his role or position was there, but he picked me up on the cart and brought me down to where Joe and Matt was. Shout out to Barrel 41. He was there too. And I was wearing my UW Oshkosh sweatshirt, or pullover, if you will, So he noticed the UW Oshkosh thing on it, and he was like, "Oh, you have any, affiliation with the university right now?" I'm like, "No, I went to school there and graduated." He's like, "Oh, I did too." So I was like asking him, when he graduated. And he said 2015. And he's like, "When did you graduate?" I'm like, I made up a number. But I mean, for him, like he graduated already in 2015, and that's already been 6 years ago. That's pretty wild. So I was just like, oh man.
I don't know how time
It's
keeps
been-
passing.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't know,
How
right?
do we keep getting so old?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a little insider information.
0 points for you, Daddy.
You're not going to
0
share
points
with
for
her?
me. I'll share with you later.
Oh, okay.
100 points for Marie and 100 points for me, Akshay, and Marie. It's not for Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets 0 points.
Well,
All right.
speaking of graduations too, Reginald's about ready to graduate from 4K, and he'll be moving on to kindergarten next year, right?
Graduating from 1st grade.
Well, you won't have a graduation until you finish up in 5th grade, because then that means you'll be taking the next step then to middle school, right? So you got a little bit until your next little graduation ceremony. But yeah, another first for these kids recently. They recently had their Yamaha recital, right, up in Appleton. That was a lot of fun. Is that cool if we share like the videos that we took for you from your performance? You guys did really great. I was really proud of you guys. We were all really proud of you guys.
Were you proud of yourself? Evelyn, what do you want to share about it?
The songs that I played are called Kangaroo Family Takes a Hop and Merry-Go-Round.
Kangaroo Family Takes a Hop and Merry-Go-Round?
The songs that I did were Kangaroo Family Takes a Hop and Merry-Go-Round.
Reginald,
Nice.
do you remember the names of your songs?
Well, they were really great,
They were
and
good.
I think it was really cool that we were able to have that experience even during like this pandemic time. The lesson setups and stuff were very interesting, just because of the way that things were going, you know. So they were in person, and actually Reginald did like a hybrid system where he was every other week in person and virtual. But it was pretty cool. Props to Miss Paula, Miss Donna, and Michael, and Todd Heid over at Heid Music up in Appleton, because they were awesome. Just to be able to make it through and adapt to the times, because hopefully we don't ever have to deal with that again. But if we ever go down that route, they have something in place that they can do. But okay, 1 second, Evelyn. Yep, go ahead.
And my favorite songs one of my favorite songs was in my music class is Tug of War.
Tug of War. That's a fun one, right, Reg? No? What I think was really great about the program, and is great about the program, is that these kids are learning everything they can about like almost like sight singing, and listening and following with the teacher while learning solfege and playing piano and stuff. So there's a lot of singing and playing at the same time, and Reginald's already working with 2 hands, which is pretty cool. And he just snuck in another sucker. Wow. And then Evelyn too. Like, right, Evelyn, you're playing songs with 2 hands now? Your right and left hand? Right?
And
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs that I didn't learn the left hand to yet is Sayonara.
Sayonara. But yeah, what a great program. I would recommend anybody that's interested in getting their kids into music. It's a great mix of everything that these kids can pick up in a hurry at this point in time of their lives. So
The problem is that when Reginald has his class, he still needs like the parent support, parent involvement. We're having to like troubleshoot all things parenting at the same time as podcasting. So when Reginald has his lessons, a parent is supposed to be working with him, and I hardly can figure out what he's supposed to be doing, so then I have to call Evelyn over to help with the lessons, because those are like the at-home ones, and then she can help him, whereas I don't know this stuff. So they do know a lot. They're singing a song for us.
this was going to be an entertaining show, that's for sure. Also recently they just had their concerts at the grade school at Lourdes, and it was just pretty cool to see and to get everyone back together again to be able to see that kind of stuff, you know. So we're just getting close to back to somewhat normal things but there's also a lot of gray areas now with all the release of like the recommendations and stuff from the CDC, right? Like it almost seems like it's changing like almost too rapidly for
what we've been used to. It is changing quite quickly, and I think that the fear is, or at least my fear is that everyone is so ready to be done and over with it. Is that more of it, right?
Yep.
So there's that thought as well.
Cool. Yes, Evelyn.
Speaking of the piano, about the piano, when Mommy was in piano lesson, and the piano was in the basement, and she never practiced because it was scary.
And that's not the case with you because it's right in our living room, right?
Yes.
So there's no excuses for practicing.
We're not practicing. Yeah.
Don't practice.
You got so much better towards the end. It was just a new habit to take on, and you did really well.
Even though sometimes I didn't practice, I was still good at it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Awesome. Very good.
Next time we'll practice.
Okay, hey guys. I think it'd be a really fun time to share with everybody a couple of Filipino words. What do you think?
Can we teach them some Tagalog?
Because every once in a while we say.
Huluya ka.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a couple words, and then you're gonna tell me what they mean. Okay. All right. What does ate mean?
Big sister.
Good job.
So who do we call ate in our family? Oh, you're ate.
Me.
Good.
Me.
Yep.
Me.
What's the word for older brother?
Kuya.
Kuya. Yeah.
Who's the kuya in our family?
Reginald.
Reginald.
He's Kuya to Marie and Ading to me.
Yep.
What is adding?
Ading means younger brother. But I made up a word called kuding to mean middle brother.
Oh, so kuya and adding combined? Oh, it's
Kuding.
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 That's clever. That's clever.
And then what is the youngest child? Do you remember that one? Starts with a B.
Bunso.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Let's do that. You get that, Evelyn. A round of applause for Evelyn here. Ate Evelyn. Okay.
The orange shell.
How about what's grandpa? What's grandpa?
Lolo.
Yeah. And Reginald, what's grandma? You know who it is.
Lolo.
No.
Lola.
Correct.
Lola. Very
Yep.
good.
Good job.
So we've got a Lolo and a Lola.
Yep.
What are some other family words?
How about what is who's your godfather?
Nina. And
Nino.
godmother is Nina.
Correct. Good job.
Nina.
You guys getting that? You guys taking your notes out there?
There's a quiz at the end. Oh my goodness, we should do a quiz.
Oh, we should.
No. Well, anyone can Google it.
Can you stop it, buddy? Because we can hear that.
Do a quiz.
All right, Reginald, I have a question for you.
quiz. No one is allowed to go.
Okay, put your mouth by the microphone. I'm going to ask a question. Evelyn, give him some space. All right, what do we call our uncles? Oh, what would be an example?
Who's Jamie and Lloyd?
What do we call them?
Tito.
Good. Say it into the microphone. Tito.
Tito.
And what about our aunties?
Tita.
Yeah.
Tita.
There you go.
Good.
What are some other ones? Well, you don't call us this, but I'm going to teach you guys this now, okay? You can call mommy Nanay. Nanay.
Nana. Mom.
Yep.
Mommy.
Or you can call me Tatai.
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 Good pronunciation,
Yeah.
Reginald.
Tatai.
And of
Nanay
course,
Tatai.
like regionally, there's other ways to say that. But those are some of the ones that we are familiar with here. Which is something they haven't picked on yet, or we never really
don't
told them
use
to,
it.
to call us that,
No.
you know. And I'm super pumped that Patricia's pretty much adopted being called Tita, you know.
Oh yes, from day one. But that's also because my grandma was a Patricia. I have an aunt that's a Patricia, so Aunt Pat. I grew up with an Aunt Patty, and so I wanted some separation there, so that didn't get confusing, and so totally took on Tita, and so that's what all of my nieces and nephews call me, who are not Filipino. Of course, I would call him Tito, but they also call me Tita. It took my parents quite a while to figure out the pronunciation because they wanted to say it like it's spelled, T-I-T-A. So they kept giving it like a short I sound, the I, Tita, and that's not it at all. So Tita, even though it's spelled T-I-T-A. That's how that goes.
Yeah, and I think it's awesome that your side of the family has adopted that kind of stuff too. You know what I mean? And like our nieces and nephews do call us Tito and Tita, respectively.
And your parents are Lolo and Lola to them as well.
I want to tell the full name.
Okay.
Marie Pasita, Edgar Lagramanangus.
He added that Reginald in there. Marie Pasita, Reginald Eckerman Ambas. Evelyn, what were you saying? We were talking about Titos and Titas and Lolos and Lolas. How about raise your hand when you remember again, okay?
And to Lolo and Lola, Evelyn, Reginald, and Marie, they are their apo.
Apo.
Apo is the word for grandchildren.
What does Daddy call you guys sometimes? You are his children. So what does he say for child?
Anak. Yep.
Anak.
Right. And I love how when I do call you that, I don't call you guys that, very often, but you guys do look over and you're like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh.
I know, I saw it one time and I was like, I didn't know that they knew what that meant. So
Yeah.
I was surprised by that one. So clearly we don't speak Tagalog in the home. I said that I was going to do Spanish with Evelyn when she was born, but it's really hard to try to implement a second language in your home. I don't know how. Your cousin does it, Angelo and Rosary, their boy Mateo is bilingual, and that's amazing, and I had always wanted that, but it was really hard for me to keep up the Spanish with Evelyn, and so it was just the English.
Let's wrap something up here.
And then we had hoped that with the Lolos and Lolas and Titos and Titas or whoever to speak Tagalog with them, that they would get the Tagalog, but it's just a few words here and there. Can you give me one more word, Evelyn and Reginald, that your nanny used to say to you if Reginald was about to fall? What would she say?
Looky cow.
Say it again, Evelyn.
If I was doing something looky cow, and we were going to fall, she would say, looky cow.
Uh-huh. And that one I had no idea what she was saying.
Mommy and Marie.
And I had to ask finally, and I was saying, I didn't ask her, I asked Mama, and I said, she's saying something about a cow? I'm not sure, like a holy cow? I don't know.
Yeah, like
and
holy cow.
Uh-huh.
No one sounded like that.
Hulugi cow.
Hulugi cow. Yeah.
Fun. So I've learned a lot, obviously.
Cow.
Yeah, and I hope that we can kind of continue to teach them about all these different things as we, continue our journey in lives together.
Two different people.
I'd like to obviously brush up a little bit more on my Tagalog and practice it. I don't know. I guess find some podcasts and everything, and maybe some even music and stuff. So. Just think about I've been trying to follow some news channels and everything like that as well. But it's different.
Trying to
I think conversationally, it's a lot easier for me to kind of pick up on those things. Okay. Let's ask you a couple more questions about your sister here.
I know a quiz for us.
Okay, quiz for you, Reginald. Are you ready for your quiz?
When was Marie's birthday?
March 26th.
Hey, good job.
Hold on, Reginald's gonna clap out this.
March 26th.
Reginald is gonna clap out the syllables in Marie's name. All right. Look at all those syllables. We got some 4K skills going on. Good job, Reginald. Okay, next question. What is Reginald, are you going to join us?
No, you may not do that.
No, thank you, honey. Have a seat. Have a seat.
No, please go back to your seat.
All right, next question.
Marie,
is-
Patricia, Ackerman, Ambas is 10 syllables.
Good. Do you know what city Marie was born in?
Where are we now?
Oshkosh.
Very good.
Oshkosh,
You said
baby.
you were going to do it in Apple.
We were going to, and then that was that 37-week switcheroo, and we had her in Oshkosh. Yeah. All right. Any special story or favorite thing you'd like to share about Marie? Reginald, what do you think Marie's favorite color is?
Every color.
Every color. Can you tell us the microphone?
Pink.
Pink. She does wear a lot of pink, doesn't she?
Pink, black, manila green, and white. I think gold.
Gold. Excellent. Evelyn, what do you
Rose gold.
think? What is Marie's favorite thing to do?
Spit up.
Reginald, what does Marie do the best? But go tell the microphone. What does Marie do the best?
Nurse.
It's okay. She's
Spit up. Spit up for nurse. Spit up for her daddy and herself.
spit up over Daddy and herself.
Auntie.
Okay, good. And any final questions?
I think I'm good.
I think that gets baby life with Marina, and she nurses and spits up. That's about
Yeah.
it. All right, kiddos, thanks again for joining us. Have a seat, Evelyn.
Please have a seat.
Have a seat. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Well, we're going to regroup. We're going to see how we can wrap things up after this. But, yeah, stay tuned. We got some a little bit more stuff coming your way.
Hi, it's Sarah with Manila, and I'm here to tell you about our monthly specials for May. First, we have our drink special, the Piña Mojito. The Piña Mojito features muddled mint, rum, peach pucker, lime juice, triple sec, seltzer, and you guessed it, pineapple juice. Kick back and relax with our Piña Mojito the next time you visit us at Manila Resto. Our sushi special is the Flores de Mayo. Sabrina put together this beautiful 12-piece roll that features freshly diced salmon, green onions, cream cheese, and crab stick on the inside with the rice rolled outside. The roll is then decorated and topped with sriracha and spicy mayo. Celebrate the month of May with our Flores de Mayo. Our Filipino special is Drunken Squid. Chef Ninoy put together this Filipino special that features squid, banana ketchup, garlic, Maggi sauce, tomato sauce, red and green bell peppers, celery, diced onion, sliced ginger, butter, black pepper, onion powder, salt, oyster sauce, carrots, and rum. The dish is then prepared in a wok and served on a sizzling platter for you to enjoy. Come in and get this dish while it's hot. We'll see you at Manila Resto. Mabuhay!
It's time for Osh Talk.
With your host, Evelyn and Ambas.
Evelyn, we are here because we want to know what you love about Oshkosh. What are some of your favorite things?
Well, my favorite restaurant is Manila.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
there
had
was
no idea.
coaching on that. Good job, Evelyn. Nice answer. Why is it your favorite restaurant?
Because I get I like helping the servers. I like watching Kevin making sure he doesn't do anything bad.
Oh my goodness. You think you're a little boss, huh?
I am the boss.
Well, good thing he's so good. All of our servers are so good here. What else do you love about Manila? Anything else?
I like the food, and I like that I like the area, that it's in, because sometimes we can just walk across the road to New Moon and get and in the wintertime we can get hot chocolate, or in the spring and summer you could get some ice cream.
Excellent. Good. What are some of your favorite things to do around the holidays in Oshkosh?
On the holidays, well, I remember one year when we had like our own like Manila hot chocolate and caramel crust had hot chocolate, and then we
The cocoa crawl,
Cocoa
right?
Crawl.
Yeah.
So
I
you'd
like the cocoa crawl.
Excellent.
You had a really nice commercial. You remember when you did that?
And they also like Halloween around here
Lots of cool stuff happening downtown,
in the
right?
farmers market.
You just like being downtown, right?
Yeah. One of my favorite things to get at the farmers market are the honey sticks.
They are good.
You can get a bunch of them, and then while you're there, you can just have a quick little snack.
Yeah.
But it does attract bees.
It does attract bees.
So if you're allergic to bees, don't get them.
Good advice. Any other events you want to talk about that you like?
You like the parades?
Yeah, I like the parade.
I hear that Memorial Day parade is happening. But I don't think there are any bands though, which is kind of going to be different, So
When we would watch the holiday parade, like around Christmas time, what was your favorite part about that?
I think it would have been that one of the funniest one of the ones that Reginald was the cutest one was when he dressed up as Snoopy.
Yeah. So that was funny, wasn't it? So a lot
And
of
I
times.
also and when you mommy and me we get to throw out the candy to everyone, and I can even do it from in the float.
Yes. So very cool. So yeah, we've had a little break lately on the parades and on a lot of these events. Thank you. Sorry. A little break on these things, but they'll eventually be coming back as well, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get to, like Daddy was saying, the Memorial Day parade is about to make a comeback. So we'll see how all of that goes. Anything else about Oshkosh that you want to share that you love before we wrap it up?
I don't know.
you love your school?
Yes, and I
Where do you go to school?
like the words.
Yay.
Academy Elementary School.
Good.
Hello.
All right. Let's cram in some Manila beat here, right at the same time here.
Ooh, yeah. All right.
So Evelyn, what are some of your favorites that you like to eat here at Manila?
It would be the California roll. The sushi would be California roll, Packer roll, and also the sushi take-home kits.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun, right? You made a couple already with your cousins.
I did it at our Ackerman cousin house and our Pewanee cousin's house. And I think even at ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it hard?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Do you think everyone should try a sushi take-home kit?
Yes. Everyone watching the Barcado podcast, all of you out there, get a take-home sushi kit.
There you go.
Yeah. Because they're so fun,
And
right?
tell your friends and family to get some too.
Yeah.
Hey, Reginald, do you want to come here and tell us what your favorite food is at Manila? Do you want to tell us what your favorite food is?
Yeah, you can go to mommy's mic.
Okay.
Yeah, the dessert's
Tell
fine.
us.
Favorite dessert is hollow. My favorite dessert is my favorite bourbon. Maha cake, basically all of them.
But okay, first one that comes to mind right now. Which one do you like? If you had to pick.
I would, if I could pick two, I guess.
Okay, if you could pick two right now.
It would be Maha cake and
The Maha.
Cassava cake? Is that what you're thinking of?
well, maybe if I did, it would be three.
That would be three. Okay, so Maha.
So you really do like them all.
Cassava and the volcano cake would be my three most favorite.
Yes. And what's in the Maha?
Maha is like a white jello kind of thing with coconut shreddings on the top, And the cassava cake is kind of like that, except it's not like the white jello.
It's more like just like a cake. And it's so sweet. That cassava cake is so sweet. And it has like 3 different kinds of milks in it. It's so good.
With coconut on the top.
Yeah. And of course that volcano cake is
Is a brownie with chocolate sauce on the inside. Warm.
chocolate
Yum, yum.
cake. Yeah.
With powdered sugar on the top.
And Reginald said halo halo is his favorite. What's in the halo halo?
So it's shaved ice with with different like jello kind of cubes and like ovals and jackfruit and there's also some coconut in it, and then there's ice cream, shaved ice on top of all of that, and with a sweet milk, and then a scoop of ice cream, a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and topped off with a cherry, leche flan, and ube.
Is that a good one for sharing? Because it's so big.
Yes.
There's so much in there, just like she was saying. So many ingredients. It's a lot of it. Good for sharing. Excellent. Thank you for sharing about your Manila foods. Yep, and the coconut cubes. Good.
Alrighty, Evelyn.
Yeah, I said the jello cubes. I said the jello cubes.
All right, Evelyn, Daddy's got one more question, I think, for you.
What?
If you were inviting someone to your restaurant, what would you tell them to try?
I would tell them to try for the drink. I would tell them to either get a kitty cocktail or the pineapple with grenadine.
Excellent.
And then for sushi, I would choose. I would tell them to get the. I would tell them to get the.
You like the Packer roll, California roll?
California roll.
California roll.
And then, otherwise I would tell them to get the calabasa with shrimp.
Yeah, that's your favorite. You like that a lot, don't you?
And for an appetizer, I would tell them to get a slider.
Sliders? You like the crab rangoon too?
And
What, lumpia?
veggie lumpia.
Veggie lumpia is what you like the best?
Otherwise, I wouldn't really eat any. Otherwise, if there was veggie lumpia, I wouldn't get anything else. Any
Nice.
other lumpia.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for joining us, Evelyn. It was a lot of fun. You want to do this again sometime?
Maybe.
Maybe in a little while? Yeah. No, it's...
Except I want to go in front of it.
Well, we can work on that. We can practice, right? So I think you'll just be pressing all the buttons all the time.
Would you?
It'd be fun. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, how about, why don't you tell us one of your favorite jokes? You got a joke for us?
If there's a red house on the right side and a blue house on the left side, where's the white house?
Huh. Do you know?
Is it in the middle?
In Washington, D.C.
Oh.
I'm your captain. I'm your D.C.
Can you tell your volcano cake in honor of our To All Volcano Cake dessert? Can you tell the volcano joke in honor of our To All Volcano Cake?
What did the volcano say to the other volcano?
Can I say
I don't
it?
know.
I love you.
I love you.
Excellent.
Ate, I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Awesome.
All right, and we love you guys. Thank you so much for
If
watching.
there's a White
Thanks for
House
hanging out
in
with
Washington, D.C. and
And-
a Blue House on the left side of Washington, D.C., there's the Red House.
us. Yeah, we did that one. So thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining in.
Yeah. Joining the Ambas
On
Five
the
here.
right side.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of the Barcata podcast, and hope you guys had a little bit of fun today. So we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
See ya.
I love you.